Hey, what was the third car? Panther, Malibu, and what?
Sometimes it takes a while, and the end is
These guys are looser than a goose out there.
feel so.
Yeah, all right, good. Rock out. Burnouts in the yard.
Like grass in the
Stop the messages and start over if you don't have it.
We got the Bird Nation in the house.
All right, welcome, Sim Race fans, to another edition of FSB Racing Live. Welcome, Sim Racing fans, to another adventure here at FSB Racing Live. We're bringing you the pinned Street Stock League here at the Ridin Dirty Racing League. It's going to be The pinned season opener live from Richmond Raceway. Here it's Thursday, January 8th. We're happy to be here. I am Jimmy Ray along with Sam Young behind the camera, and of course my co-pilot in crime here, Milt Minner Jr. How you doing, Milt? And we're going to have Will Farmer, obviously riding along as well, announcing from the booth. How you doing, Milt?
Awesome. Privileged to be here and broadcast this race tonight. And this ought to be a good one with about 27 drivers. They're sideways and ready to get it on.
Yeah, we're here for 80 laps. Qualifying has just commenced. We got a little bit more warm up here. I think Will's done qualifying. Will, what are your expectations for tonight's race?
Hey there, Jim. Yeah, this is going to be a great race here today. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, look how many cars we got in here. What do we have? 25 plus cars. This has been a good group of guys, open setup, street stock racing. This is going to be a blast.
Yeah, going to be a lot of passing from front to back. We've got Steve Rex, our host tonight. He gave the setup for the guys to start with, but it's open, so they could tweak it to their liking here during the race as well. They can do some tire pressure changes, pretty limited there, but it's nice that it's open and each driver can cater to their needs. We'll get to the starting lineup in just a minute. Milt, we've done a few Richmond races over the years. It's a little D-shaped oval. What do we know about Richmond?
Well, it's tight and loose. And, like the Motorhead song, Fast and Loose, is also apropos. So you got to not make that right front angry or that left rear angry. And I'm watching the guys driving right now. This looks like a really loose setup, so we should have lots of action.
Yeah, going to keep the power down across the front straight there. We're looking at the number 17 of Sean Patrick there. We're going to have a 5-minute warm-up session before we go racing. 80 laps under the lights here. Again, FSB Racing Live, bringing you the Pin season opener. You can search iRacing for the Pin Racing League. The league is the 12518 is their league ID, 12518. But they're growing. This is their first full season kind of race here with 20 plus fields, but they've been gaining a lot of momentum with 20 plus fields the last couple weeks leading up to this event. So we're happy to bring it here at FSB Racing Live. How about let's go to the pole sitter. Number 7 is going to be Rusty Greer with a 24, 1, 2, 3. Outside, it's going to be Brandon Varney with a 24-1 as well. Another 24-1 sitting third, John Canizaro. And Gerard Lawrence, one to look out for in the 27. He's going to be starting fourth.
And then one of the many Seams family, Jason Seams. We've seen him at FSB along, and that'll be in the P5 position, number 88. P6, Jared Mogard, which we saw him run well last night at FSB in the one car. 7th will be Kenny Tripp, but he ain't tripping. And in 8th, Mike Peltier, the 77.
Yep, the 70 car starting 9th. Like we mentioned earlier, Steve Rex is going to be starting 9th. David Washington in the 34 car starting 10th. Mike Suka in the 11th spot, going to be in the 45 car. And keep an eye on the 67 of Jack McKee starting 12th.
In the 13th spot is Riley Duncan, the Canadian. 14th is Matthew Baird. And 15th is Will C. Farmer, our in-car driver announcer. And he's fast, but he's not liking where he's at right now. But we'll see. And P16 is James Johnson.
All right, Justin Bird is the word for FSB. Their success this week, starting 17th. Tyler Jalbert starting in the 18th spot. And in the 17 truck, Sean Patrick starting 19th. And David Malley in the 20, in the 3 car, excuse me.
That'll be in the 21st position, John Canizaro Sr. 22nd, Andrew Elliott, our Donkey Bob teammate. 23rd spot, Dale Root, because he knows the root of the problem. And the 74 car of Dwayne Roberson, in 24th place.
All right, so putting down laps 24-7 back there in 25th spot. It's going to be Lawrence Smiley in the 23 car. Jeffrey Robinson in the 24 car is going to be starting 26th. Arthur Hendren in the 27th spot in the 37 car. The 262 of Daniel Miller, 15, is going to be in the 28. And rounding out the field, John Brancaccio in the 29 is going to be starting, 29th position in the 62. Holy cow, they almost got 30 on a short track. Can't wait to get this one fired up, Milt.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of Italian guys out there too, so it should be exciting for sure. There's Canizzaros and Brancasios and some more Canizzaros, so ought to be good. Along with the bird, the word, the bird nation is out there tonight. Mow mow. So look for him to move up.
Yeah, keep an eye on the 77 and the 777 as well. Like you mentioned, John there, and then the 77, Matt Pelletier is another one. Keep an eye on that 34 car, David Washington as well. So there's some fast cars from start to finish here. Let's see how they negotiate traffic. And clean and green racing here. We're looking for it with 80 laps under the lights here at Richmond.
Well, they're definitely, trying to keep things, push right now. And some guys are, working on pit stops. So, which I would be too. But gotta have you also gotta work on, your stops under caution and not being the guy causing the caution. A lot of good paint jobs out here as we're checking out these super stocks. It's a very interesting premise, with the, this is kind of a, pretty cool way to just, for entry level drivers and everybody in between, I like the way this league rolls, and they're definitely, you can see that's why they're getting, starting to get these car counts.
And before we go green there, Will, anything you did particularly to that setup, or anything you're looking to change to it to start this race?
Yeah, I just tightened up the car a little bit. I heard Milt mention that these guys are slipping and sliding, and we definitely are out here. It's this car has a lot of body roll, but it's a blast. And like Milt was saying too, uh, with these cars, they're a good way to start. But I gotta say, this is a pretty skilled field we have here tonight. Of a really skilled field, and these guys are bad fast. They're no joke out here. So these are going to be fun, and I can't wait to get going. We have 45 seconds till we start rolling.
Yeah, I mean, you're a badass, and you qualified like mid-pack, so that definitely says something right there.
Well, I will
seen
say,
you roll before.
I gotta say, when we race out here today, there's been a lot of times I've been running here where we don't get a caution until lap 40. So being fast is one thing, but I think consistency is going to be key. Running down solid lap times, lap after lap, and just picking up the hundredths at a time and slowly working the way through. I think we're gonna probably have tonight. We're probably gonna have a wreck or two. So just got to avoid that when it comes. Have some clean pit stops, and hopefully looking for at least a top 10 finish.
Well said. Previewed there by Will Farmer. Wishing him luck. You're in the where are we at? 12. He's going to be starting 15th in the 12 car. Pace car is away.
There is a car that hasn't got started yet.
Yeah,
I think
the
the
third
112.
outside
I don't
line
know if
is
he's
not
having
moving.
a problem already, but some issues there.
Hey, just to chime in here, guys, I believe some of these guys
got
are
a
starting
penalty.
in the back. If the first two drivers, first two qualifiers, if they opt to start in the back of the pack, and they win the race tonight, they get 2 times points. So
I see that. Okay, he got to end along this line there for Brandon Varney. So he's going to the back. He's rolling the dice, right, for double points if he wins this thing from the back. That's badass. I love it. All right, Brandon Varney, keep an eye on him.
I'm digging this.
And double money. Heck
Show
yeah,
me the
let's go.
money, Jerry.
All right, Milt will be going green any second.
Tighten
So
up those
Brandon is all
belts.
lined up back
80
there.
laps to go. Going down the backstretch now, getting ready as that pace car is about to pull off. They see me rolling, they be hating. They're gonna catch me riding dirty. Gonna catch me riding dirty. Let's go.
Green
Boogity
flag,
Dirty
boogity.
green flag.
Racing
Let's
League. Here we
go
go.
racing. Ow!
Green flag flies. Here we go into turn one. 29 cars strong. Let's see if we can get through 1 and 2.
Definitely probably using some brake here a little bit, kind of riding the brake a little bit, and definitely because like Will was talking about the severe roll
your
in these
leader's loose.
suspensions.
3 wide coming off the 777 and the 7 are going to get together
Sideways.
here.
Oh, contact.
The 7's
And
in
he's
trouble.
going around. Avoidance by the 14 down there, and cars hard
All right,
into the
man.
wall.
Oh, I was riding along with the
That was-
7 car. Rusty
that-
Greer in the wall. He is toast. Oh, tough
the
break.
70 hard into the wall. Yep. Caution is out.
Early caution here. A lot of cars involved. 5, 6, 7 cars. We've got the 23 car involved. We've got the 33 Dale Root. We've got Andrew Elliott in the 9. I'm just looking at front end damage. The 37. Don't feel like you have to follow them all, Sam. The 42. Those numbers of the 3 car. Those cars were drawn early with a little bit of damage. The 45 too.
Oh, you see Rusty
Oh,
there
Rusty
have
Greer.
nowhere to go, and he was, he was having parts flying off.
Yep, a few cars out. We had kind of a race for the lead. I'm not sure if 777 was going for it or just kind of holding the line there, but we ended up 3 wide. Tough to hang on, cold tires, and around we go. That's going to thin out the field a little bit. Get some damage repaired on some of these street stocks, or maybe get a little bit repaired now, a little bit later. How you doing, Will, back there? Get through
Hey
that?
there, Jim. Yeah, I got a little bit of damage. I was going through and I almost cleared it, and those guys came back up on the track. So I threw it in third and gassed it up, and I believe it was the 45 who I kind of got into with my left side. I asked my spotter how the damage looks. He says I got a little bit of damage on the front and left side. So I'm not going into pit. I think the track position is just too important right now. We'll see how the damage is when we go green.
The 88 car, poor Jason Seams, he's missing the whole front end of that car. So we got a modified car there now. He's not giving up though, with those groovy, green colored paint on the wheels there. Several cars coming out of pit road now, getting stuff fixed.
Oh,
But
tough break for Steve Rex. He's on pit road now. The front end is off. Who else is there? Jack McKee as well. They're still sitting on pit road. Maybe they'll get them fixed, get a few laps running.
yeah, it looks like a modified there now for the 88. It seems not so good for Jason Seams.
Oh, someone's misfortune is someone else's benefit, as a couple cars are going to move on up and fill those spots. Let's see how many cars we have left on the lead lap after that first melee. We've got 22 or so still in the lead lap, maybe 21. So that'll thin out the field real quick. The pace car lights are still on, so we're getting it cleaned up.
Looks like a couple cars out. Canacero in the 777, and Greer out. Bummer. Well, it's time to drink beer, I guess. Get them next week.
This restart brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for milk. All right, lights are out. We're coming around. Y'all live? We are live. Let's go try it again, boys. We're going to go side by side restart. 27 on point, followed by Jason Mogart on the outside in the 1 car. Matt Pelletier, Kenny Tripp, David Washington, and James Johnson, the top 3 rows as we go racing. Pace car has ducked off. Let's do it.
Green, green, green.
27 car pulls away. That's Gerard Lawrence. We're back. We'll do part 2. It's on a delay. Yeah, it's blank. So we'll just fire it up again. All right. 27. Still your leader, followed by Matt Pelletier. Somebody's down the inside. Who's that going to be? 4 cars back. 34, David Washington got his hands full.
apron. Dudes in aprons, not good.
All right, broadcast will be right back, guys. We still have audio, working on the video. Thank you. Oh, look at how loose Kenny Tripp is right there. You guys can't see it, but I sure can. The 14 of Kenny Tripp, the red, white, and blue. These guys are hanging on, baby.
Yeah, we saw that in practice, and definitely, I like like what Will was saying there about his strategy. He definitely understanding, that survival is the key to winning.
Coming back up shortly.
Can't
Single
finish first
file.
if you don't first finish.
Yep. Just lap 10. Long way to go here. 80 laps. I believe we'll have a competition caution at 40, so that's part of the strategy to get some tires halfway through. We're almost back with part 2 here, folks. Please bear with us. Gerard Lawrence out front. Last time by 20. Let's see.
And
24-1 last time by.
Sorry about that.
Paint jobs will refresh. We got a race for 4th there side by side as here comes that 14 car of Kenny Tripp looking to the inside, makes the pass.
Seeing single file now. Everybody just trying to understand their cars. Oh, into the wall, the 28 there. That's going to leave a mark. That's a typical problem at this track, definitely for sure. Because you're
3 wide for P2. Who's in the middle? Mogard's in the middle trying to hang on. Boy, they're making it look easy, but it is not. There they are. How long can they do it? Here we go. The 14 is loose. He saves it. Wow, great job saving it by the 14, Kenny Tripp. He's on the move towards the front, while Gerard Lawrence likes seeing this in his rear view.
Yeah, battling all the way back there with Sokup and Sean Patrick, Brandon Varney. They're all looking as the 28 did some scraping before. Matthew Bear trying to make a move on the 45, and he makes that move.
Keep an eye on Varney. He's P10 now. Started dead last for that double points, double money. He's up to P10. Keep an eye on the 112. But your leader pulling away. Gerard Lawrence pulling away here in the 27 just for the moment as they're side by side behind him.
Oh, gotta love the paint job for Will Farmer there with the, Bobby Allison Miller colors. And that's like the, with the Buick on there. We know that's not a Buick, but, Will is super talented. I'm sure his dad is either watching Bill or he'll be watching that sometime.
The 12 and the 39 are touching. A couple corners in a row there.
It's just a love tap.
39 is going to come up just a little bit. No, he keeps it down there. 3 wide as they go across the start-finish line, racing for 8th.
Yeah, the 112 of Varney is showing some muscle here.
Keep an eye on the laps. That's 16 down. 16 down. We got 80 total laps. Your leader's still at 27. Here comes Kenny Tripp, Jared Mogard, Matt Pelletier, Riley Duncan, and David Washington, your top 6.
Mandatory caution at 40 laps. At the halfway point.
Yeah, you need 23 more laps to get to that point. Try and hold your position here. Get tires.
Justin Bird with that groovy paint there. At that kind of silver primer gray there. As he gets a little bit loose, he's taking a look, trying to make a move on Riley Duncan in the 97 car. Can't quite make it done, but here comes the 77 on the outside too. Hey, he's getting loose again underneath there. We've seen what Justin Bird can do at FSB, and he's sideways and saved it. The mustard was off the hot dog there for sure, and he was like totally gripping and grabbing right there.
Yeah, he definitely caught it with his shoe, and props to the car behind him there. That's going to be the David Washington, who didn't run into the back of him there, as they are checking up. Rubbing his racing here at Richmond.
Yeah, they are just getting, that's typical turn 2 coming out of there. That sucker just closes up in on you, and, you're going to chew up that right rear quarter panel in these street socks. I don't think you're going to see a car out here that doesn't have some damage on it in that right rear out of turn 2. Maybe we get a little bit of in-car here and, give you a lap what's going on with that.
13 and 97 still rubbing.
Arbitration.
Looking great. Halfway to that first competition caution there. Lap 20 of 80. We're going on board.
Okay, so I'm a little delayed there because we haven't quite got our feedback for the live stream, but gonna get a little in-car of Matt Peltier there. There we go. Thank you, Sam. Okay, there you go, in-car. You can see how hard he's working on that wheel there. They're coming into turn 3 here right now. Sweeping. Now, you want to come, when you come out of turn 4, you see it's always turning here. So you're always like turning. And then, this apex into turn 1 is so critical, and especially when you're pinned down there. You just can't get that run. He's trying to work the 97 right there, but can't get it. He's keeping him pinned down there by working that outside. Will said these guys have got some skills. As you can see, a little opposite lock right there. A little bit of contact, too. Robbins racing, and these guys definitely know how to roll. And on the inside, 3 wide, that's what you're seeing from the in-car there. Pretty crazy.
Just amazing how much
problem,
contact you can have nowadays. So, I mean, back in the day, the outside car is dead in the wall. Now these guys are bumping quite a
Absolutely,
bit.
yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, we're always giving props to iRacing. We just love this sim, and so glad that the evolution of sim racing has got to this point as the 27 just eats that turn 2 safer barrier. I mean, they're almost like doing that on purpose. It seems like they're hitting that stuff every lap. But I'm telling you, Jim, that's not going to, bear well over time. That's going to give you damage.
Yeah, with such a short race, let's see if that affects him. There's a second and third are side by side again. Kenny Tripp, Jared Mogard.
Well, this guy, Riley Duncan in the 97, really impressed me in that Bass Pro Shops, Fanatec, Monte Carlo looking thing there. I think that's what it is. That car he's really using that outside line and denying these guys trying to make a move on him.
Yeah, this is your battle on the track here. We got 6 cars, throw a blanket on them, racing for 5th. Justin Bird kind of minding his own business there in P4. He's looking to catch Jared there, but we're going to have about 13 laps to go till that competition caution comes out.
Still, all these groups staying in together here. Into the wall again. Somebody's hitting that wall every time. So, we heard from Will Farmer there that he was talking about trying to dial some forward bite out of the car before the race. We'll see now if that makes him get tight right now, but he's still running really well. Right up in the front there.
Get down to the blimp cam, you can see the different lines guys are taking. Very equal racing, inside versus outside line here. They're able to stay side by side the whole length of the race if they want to.
Still the battle, Riley Duncan and Brandon Varney going at it.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution is out on lap 31. Let's see if they're still going to throw the competition at 40. We'll have to check that out. See if we can find the caution on the track.
This will be the competition caution.
This will be the caution. Thank you very much, Will. Looks like the 262. No, the 112. Oh, wait.
Started going there. I'll take a look. I'll take a look and see if I can find something there.
262 of Daniel Miller. He kind of disappears on my screen a little bit, but he's showing parked sideways lap ago.
Oh yeah,
he's going now.
Okay, so him and the 42 had a little action there. Maybe we could dial that up. Yeah, and we're seeing it live right now. in slow motion. Sammy Cam there, and definitely, I don't, man. If you got into him, it wasn't very much, but that is like the worst place you want to get a love tap. Oh yeah, he's definitely into him there, and the 262 is around. It doesn't look like any damage there, so
With the battle off pit road, I don't think the 27 ended up being your leader on that. He took right sides. Whoever was behind him took none.
yeah. So I guess that's the with the 80 lap race, that's really not but it's Richmond. This is a cheese grater, so I don't know, man.
Jason Seams took no tires and ended up making up a couple spots there. And they
Wow.
do. They put new noses on them. Nice.
New nose there. That's like
Not for everybody.
like Rocky, getting his nose broke for the first time, and Mick saying,
An improvement.
That's an improvement.
Oh, the 51 is out there. John Canizaro Sr. Still sitting on pit road. Let's get them all lined up, and we'll do a rundown as we get going here. That's going to be our competition caution, so we're going to go 80 total laps. It's our last scheduled caution here. Riley Duncan showing on point. Let's see what happens when we go by this time. That's going to put... Okay, that's going to be the lucky dog there for...
So Daniel Miller comes in. The 262, and he misses his stall.
Got it.
So that's to back it up. Crew backs him up there, and now he's getting right side tires. And obviously, I think at this point when you spin like that, you get all four, and that's what he does. So you're already in the rear with the gear, so you might as well get you some freshies.
Yep. Riley Duncan. Consume point. He took right sides and had a good step.
Green, green, green.
Here we go, green flag. We're racing again here at Richmond. The Pin season opener with the Ridin Dirty Racing League.
Look who's got up to the front there. Seriously, man.
Nailed that pit stop. Riley Duncan in the 97 is on point. Started 13th, sitting P1.
The Canadian
262 down to the bottom. Watch out,
flag.
folks.
Oh boy.
Good. Oh,
All right, man.
oh.
Caution is out.
Caution is out. Caution out.
Quite a few cars involved there as they played a little accordion, I think, on the restart. Take a look at the Sammy Cam. I like that.
Sammy Cam in slow motion here. It's like the groovy stuff when you're watching like F1. They show that slow motion. The car's going through the corners. So I can
Oh, he
dig
caught it. He just about caught it, and then he goes right into somebody there. Ended. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's tough. Looks like the 34 got into him there.
All right, so the 77 was able to get
Washington.
ahead of the 27 on that restart. So Gerard Lawrence going to sit in P3 now.
That'll buff out. This is short track, son. This is, it's Virginia, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
It'll
we're
be tough
almost
up
to the
in
halfway
up in
point.
here in
We've
Richmond.
got 18 plus cars still in the lead lap. We're going to have a couple lucky dogs here, a lucky dog and a wave around here with Daniel Miller, Lawrence Smiley, and/or Andrew Elliott. 20 cars still in contention here, folks.
Bark like a dog for me. Once a lowly greenskeeper about to become the sim racing champion.
You want to check out the Ridin Dirty Racing League. It's League 1251 at iRacing. Johnny B's Retirees Adult Daycare. Giving props to Johnny B out there. Appreciate his support. And of course, your host, Mr. Steve Rex. Appreciate him inviting us over to check this out. Great things going on here at the new Pin Racing Series. The Street Stocks here on Thursday nights. Check them out. even on
Yeah, really
Facebook.
cool.
Pin
You
Street
know,
Stocks.
oh, sorry. Really cool seeing leagues interact with each other. Have drivers jump back and forth, run different stuff. Um, you know, the community we call it is alive and well, and league racing is still, because league racing is sportsmanship based and accountable stuff, versus being out there in the public where you never know what you're gonna get. You can definitely get flamed out there. I'm not sure of the rule package here, but I know at our league at FSB, you flame, you gone. And it's that simple, and that's a great feeling. We all got life, man. We come out here to have fun. We don't want no drama. It's racing, it's fun, and sometimes out there in the public, these guys, they all think they're Dale Earnhardt, and they're not.
Yep,
So we're
we're
getting
gonna go
ready here.
green here.
Get
Our
lined up.
infield, our
Let's
in-race
go.
reporter Will sitting P6 on the outside there. We'll get to you on the next caution if there is one.
Surprised.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Good luck.
Thanks,
Long way
guys.
to go.
Riley Duncan, Matt Pelletier on point here. We're halfway. 40 laps to go, drivers.
Green flag, green flag.
Will ducks to the bottom there, fourth on the inside line. Everybody's looks a little bit loose on screen. They've got a handle on it.
Cold tires. Got to be careful. Oh, man, we are just we're saying hi to that turn 2 wall every lap. Somebody. The 112 lost a ton of track position there. So he's got a lot of work to do. But he's one piece at a time. Brandon Varney trying to get by the 45 there and working it.
Front, Riley Duncan,
Jeffrey
Gerard
Robinson.
Lawrence trying to look for a way around here early on. Gerard led a majority of the first half of this race. Riley took it here under caution.
Whoa, boy. Varney got the Luther the Goose right there, and the 3 car is definitely trying to take advantage, and now Varney sideways on the outside. David Maui definitely worked that spot and jumped on it and got that spot. Let's see if the 3 car can move up there in that Camaro looking car there. That's some old Dale Senior stuff right there. I have a good friend that actually bought a car from much like that from Dale Senior, but ran it one year, and then that was the end of his kind of Winston West stuff there back in Phoenix. But
Riley Duncan out front trying to keep the freight train behind him. The lone Canadian entry here. Mr. Duncan in the 97 car hanging on. He's got P2, the 77 underneath him. Matt Pelletier out of North Carolina.
definitely from Sean Patrick to David Washington, they're going at it, and gap there, back behind to the 28 of Matthew Bear, who's taking a look at the Birds the Word there. Birds the Word. Mow, mow.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Will Farmer joining the mix. He's up to 5th now.
I'm a combat correspondent. Well, have you seen any combat? Yeah, he did some work on it right before. He was talking about, tightening the car up a little bit, and that seems to be working for him. I'm sure these other guys probably, were, when you're practicing, you got unlimited cars, so you push the envelope, when it's race time, you got to take it easier. Side by side, Riley Duncan with the 77 is Riley, has lost some spots coming back from the lead as the 27 is back in front and taking lead 3 wide.
Jared Mogard to the bottom. He's looking to take P2. He was P4, and he might do it here on this corner. Good run
Always-
by Matt Pelletier down the
Yeah,
outside.
absolutely.
Here comes the 13. Justin Bird, like you said.
It's starting
He's
to get
always on
money
screen here. He's
time.
always in the mix.
Yeah, and we're seeing that now. Always when I see Mogard's car, it always looks like a 0 to me, which was my number back on the side there. But that's a distinctive American flag looking number on that car. He's listed as the 1 here tonight, but that's his paint. I suspect.
We touch the
and there's
77. Can
contact
he hang on to
sideways.
that? What an amazing
Woo!
save by Matt Pelletier. Wow, hardly lost any time. Uh-oh.
Oh, and then contact in
More
with the
contact,
97,
more
and he's
contact, more
sideways.
contact.
He's still
Oh,
third
baby.
second.
Woo.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh boy, somebody's gonna die. Hang on there, 97. He's up in the marbles. Here comes the 28, Matthew Bear. Haven't mentioned him yet today, but he's joined the mix. P7 now in this lead group. He's in the Ridin
Down to the
Dirty.
bottom. Working Mogard. He's got the inside track on Mogard looking for second place, and the bird's the word. He has second place for now. I have a feeling these guys going to get set up and make another run, though.
Speaking of another run, here comes that 97 Bass Pro Shops again. He is pulling right up behind Will Farmer.
Yeah, Will seems to be taking it easy, or that's about all he's got. It's hard to say. He's definitely seeing this action ahead, so he's probably like, maybe I'll chill a little bit and just try to stay out of this. But now they're kind of single file here as the 27 takes off.
Yeah, solid lead for the 27 is Justin Bird, Jared Mogard, Matt Pelletier fourth, Will Farmer, Riley Duncan, Matthew Bear, Sean Patrick, Mike Sukup, Brandon Varney. Round out your top 10, guys.
Lawrence has been the class of the field thus far, and he increases his lead.
Yeah, over a second now. 25 to go. Next time by.
Lick it off. Tick, tick, tick,
26,
tick, tick.
excuse me. We
Got
have
a
it on
battle
tape.
here with the 97 to the 28. Matthew Bear and Riley Duncan side by side.
I'd like to thank a couple for coming out. Jack McKee, thanks for coming out. Had to drop. Dwayne Robinson is out. Dale Root out for packet loss. Sorry, Dale.
Hey, when I lose my packet.
Oh, it's the worst loss.
Side by side, so close racing. Without that, net code stuff that, we had to deal with back in the day. And we still loved it, but, the evolution of sim racing is just incredible.
Not all races
Sideways.
are up front. How about racing for 13th there? We got the 62 and the 42. They are trading positions every couple laps. That's going to be John. Oh, little contact there. And Tyler Jalbert. Uh-oh, they get together. Somehow the 62s get straightened out. Wow.
Battle here with Sean Patrick and Mike Sokup. Lap after lap going at it. Varney has
7
finally
laps.
cleared all those other cars and got back to these guys, but still, 4 or 5 car lengths behind those guys. Obviously, draft, not much of it, not an issue here. Got time to get to going here, so we shall see.
Justin Bird running down the leader now. It's 0.3 of a second. Take a quick look, see what happened the last couple laps. No, just kind of running him down. Working the tires. Justin Bird all over the back of Gerard Lawrence now. 0.3 of a second is your lead.
David Washington, I think with a little bit of damage, he's back a ways. Can't quite keep up with James Johnson in the 39 and Dave Malley in the 3.
Thirteen car taking a peek out front, not quite ready to make a move for the lead. Coming up on 20 laps to go. Time to push. Less than 20 to go here. Short track racing at Richmond with the pinned season opener. Pinned street stocks here. They're racing for a $30 purse, and I think there's a random winner. Somebody's going to win 15 bucks when this thing's over. Stick around for the post race show.
Want you to push. And Bird taking a look. Here he comes. You know, from the minute I've seen him, and he's only been racing a couple years, this guy's got wheelman talent. And, you know, he knows one speed, and that's up at the front, and he takes the lead. It's like that. The 27 uses stuff up. Hard to say.
Yeah, is he saving some now? We still got over 15
Oh,
to
the
go.
23 harder than the wall in front of him. About to become a lap car down, and the caution is out. That changes everything. What do you do, Jim? What do you do now? You get tires here. Slow motion
That track
Sammy
position
cam
is so critical. It depends
is
on where you
so
are.
critical.
Hard lick for the 23.
That's going to leave a stain.
It's going to be Lawrence Smiley. We're going to have to check him out at Infield Care Center. Oh.
Oh, Mama, where are you?
Still running, though. See?
Yeah, he's still
chassis,
running.
Solid chassis. Heck yeah. Patch it up. Throw another nose on there and rock and roll. So we're going to have a restart with, how many laps to go? 12, 13? Top 2 did not pit. A couple cars did not pit. So 4 cars did not pit. Everybody else did. So keep an eye on the 13, 27, 1, and the 77. They pitted. 77 pitted.
Yeah, exactly. You were like saying, you know, the track position, but, you know, then these other guys rolled the dice and everybody else followed. Many of those cars could have got track position, but they must have felt like tires were better. Will Farmer, right sides only. Great stop for the 12. Don't speed, son. He smokes all of them. I think they got 4 tires and Will got 2. He got some track position there and 2 freshies. That's a good move for Will Farmer.
All right, we'll keep an eye on who's the first car coming off pit road.
Dude can roll.
Looking at Justin Bird's picking up all the marbles he can, all the clag he can on the track. A couple cars will get a wave around here. We're going to have 18 cars on the lead lap, I believe. Daniel Miller's 262 is going to be back on the lead lap now. Congrats to him. Track position versus is it going to go green? Is there going to be a yellow? You never know. Who's the biggest prognosticator out there? Nobody knows.
The shadow knows.
Will Farmer still 5th. A little bit of damage on the left front. How you doing, Will?
Hey there, Jim. Yeah, man, I'm doing all right. I had about 45 seconds of damage when I went into the pits, which was more than I was expecting. But I got to say, I'm holding my own out here. That first stop, I took 2 tires and I gained a bunch of track position, and really seems to have worked out. So we did it again here with 13 to go. I think the tire wear is a little too much. Just took 2 rights.
Yeah, you didn't lose any track position. That was a great move, and it worked out well for you as the sequence of decisions from the other drivers. So, you know, good luck and go get them, son.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, all these guys up here should have fresh tires. I don't even think did Justin Bird pit? I don't think he did. So
They did not.
No,
No,
the
neither did
top
Lawrence
2 didn't
or
pit.
Pelletier.
they're warming
No,
up their
Pelletier
tires.
did.
They're getting ready to wreck each other. So hopefully I don't
You heard it
hopefully I
here.
don't get involved in that.
You heard it first. That's the case scenario you want to see.
All right, pace car's off. Milt.
Well, Bird has no fear,
13
Jim.
to go.
Green
So
flag, green flag.
he's the wheel man, and he knows one thing, and he's going to get it here.
Green flag is
What
out.
does
Here
the
we go.
27 have
13 to
left?
go.
What does the 27 have left here? You know, he dominated there, had 8 car lengths, and had some kind of miscue, and they caught him. Was he he sandbagging or
All right, man.
we
Caution
shall
is
see.
out. Caution is out.
Caution is out already. Cars around in the back.
Field should be frozen at that point. Yep. All right, let's see if we can track it down. Cautions, breeding cautions here. Yes, Sam.
I think it was a 262. It looks like he's just rolling and going into
Yeah.
pit road. We should take a look at Daniel Miller. And yeah, with that damaged car, even though they put a new nose on it, I don't know how many noses he got, but you can see that nose went flying. Sitting on the track there. Now,
Yeah,
did
he
he
got a little
get
loose
some
right in front
help?
of the
No,
86.
he did not.
From my
He
view, he
just,
got a little loose in front of the 86.
yeah, he just got a little loose. So,
But that is the admin's call there. Justin Bird still going to hold the lead. Gerard second. Matt Pelletier third. Will Farmer up to fourth on that restart. Nice job. Less than 10 to go here. Wave around for the Andrew Elliott in the nines. Going to get the wave around. Going to put him 19th. First car. No, he's now going to. Everybody on the lead lap who's still running. How about that with the Lucky Dogs? 19 cars still in contention, folks.
well, you know, Will was right. We're obviously seeing some really skilled drivers here and some great racing. So, you know, as advertised. Great job, guys.
Do we have video, Sam? Yep, we're good. Justin Bird, your leader. How many laps to go here? We're going to have 8 to go next time by. Hopefully we'll get a little shootout. 10-4, green white checker is on. Quick recap, we're on lap 72 of 80 here at FSB Racing Live's coverage of the Pinned Street Stock Series opener here at the Ridin Dirty Racing League. Brought to you by Johnny B's Retirees Adult Daycare and our buddy Steve Rex, admin and sponsor, setting this thing up. We're racing for a purse here and awards at the end of the season. First full season here at the Pinned Street Stocks. I like Pinned. It's a solid name. Sticks with you. Keep it pinned.
Into the four.
And it's a winner. It's a most common phrase in RC race.
Well, what you gonna do now? You know, these guys have been respectful and clean. Is that gonna stay that
Green,
way
green,
as
green.
the pace car is off? Green, green, green. Justin Bird gets a good start. Defends down low. Can he come up on the 27? He does and gets a pretty decent angle. Kind of takes away a little of that angle from the 27 there.
In
Peltier,
the back of the field, pretty
definitely showing me some stuff. I've seen him at FSB before, and you know, always runs great. You know, looking at trying to get a top 3 here or better. Down on the bottom, 3 wide, 3 wide. Here comes the 97.
clean. Yep, look. We got a white car going around back there. Did he save it?
All right, man.
He ain't
Caution
lying
is out.
about.
Caution is out.
Caution is out, and the 112 has moved up a little bit.
The
With Varney.
13 slideways all the way across the start finish line, holding on to that lead. Good job, Justin.
Yeah, dude has like, you know, we've seen some great sim racers in our past in our league and racing against other leagues and out there in the world. Bird has some speedy hands.
Looking
You
for
know.
it. Can't tell.
We're looking
Yeah,
at
Will, did you
damaged
see what the
cars.
yellow
The
was for, bud?
23 looks pretty beat up. Take a look at the 23 of Lawrence Smiley. that thing looks like a crushed beer can, or a crushed oil can, but it's still running too.
Yeah, he's running P21. He's going to grab
Little
a
bit of
top
toe
20 if he can
out
stay
there. I
on
don't
there.
know. I don't think the front end's quite right, but
Yeah, he's got to make up a few more laps. Maybe he can grab
Pennzoil.
a spot. All right, let's wrap it. Let's see. Let's wrap up the finish here with 3 to go. Next time by, right? With the lights out. Should be green, white, checkered in.
If the bird down low there, is he worried about fuel or?
He keeps picking up marbles, picking up clags. Is it the weight? I'm not sure what he's
Yeah,
doing.
is this
Will?
like Formula One where you got to have meet the minimum weight there? I don't know. He just likes it down there. Old David Hobbs used to call that, where the clag is. I don't know if you want that clag on your tires. Pick it up,
Offline, cool
take it
down the
off.
tires, maybe? Get off the racing line, cool down the tires. I don't know. As soon as the caution comes out, he puts it way up by the wall and rides around there. So we'll have to ask him post race, should he be interviewed.
Well, it's money time. Green, white, checkered. 1 to go.
Looks like 1 of 1, green, white, checkered. So if the caution flies, do they race back? Oh, got it. Side by side, Justin Bird on the bottom, Gerard Lawrence outside, Matt Pelletier, Jared Mogard, Riley Duncan, Matthew Bear, Will Farmer back to 7th, Brandon Varney up to 8th, Mike Suk up 9th, and David Malley 10th. Here we
They're gonna
go.
hit that. They're gonna hit that Geico restart zone. He's seen Justin's moves several times. What can Gerald Lawrence do?
Green, green, green.
Gerard Lawrence do. Sorry. But once again, that 13 gets a nice start. He is unfazed and he ain't scared. 27 gets rooted out by Peltier there.
Great start by the 13. Justin Bird holding down the bottom. Final lap here, lap 80.
Duncan trying to get down low there. Work on the 27. 27 gives him just enough room there. These guys are good, man.
Wow,
The
97
3 car
hanging
into
on.
the wall. Farmer trying to get into the mix there, but just can't find a spot. Going for the win
Justin
here.
hanging on. Nice.
Oh, and it's the 13. The bird's the word. The Bird Nation is up and clapping. Papa meow meow, Papa meow meow. What a great race. What a privilege to be asked to broadcast this. Thank you very much. And these guys did not disappoint.
Indeed. Justin Bird taking the win. Matt Pelletier second. Good run by both those guys working their way up the field. How about Justin Bird starting 17th? He's going to light him up now.
Smoke him if you got him, son.
He's probably won half of the races I've called since my return, as the guy is on fire. Congratulations, Justin Bird and Team Bird down in YouTube. Appreciate the support.
The Bird Nation.
We can go through the rundown real quick as we start to line up guys for a little post-race interview. Justin Bird taking the win in the pinned season opener live from Richmond Raceway. Matt Pelletier second, Gerard Lawrence third, and Riley Duncan, our Canadian entry, going fourth. Brandon Varney from last up to fifth, going for that bonus points and money. Jared Mogard sixth, Will Farmer seventh, Matthew Bear up to eighth, Mike Sokup ninth, David Malley hung on to 10th. 11th on back, Sean Patrick, David Washington, James Johnson, Tyler Jalbert, John Brancaccio, Andrew Elliott had an adventure all the way back up to 16th from 22nd. Kenny Tripp Started off early up front, a little bit of damage, had to go back to 17th. Jeffrey Robinson, Arthur Hendren, Daniel Miller round out the top 20. And how about Lawrence Smiley finishing up 21st? Other guys with DNFs there: Jason Seams, John Canizario, Steve Rex, Dwayne Robinson, Dale Root, Jack McKee, John Canizaro, and Rusty Greer, your pole sitter. Most unfortunate today. Tough break for my guy, Rusty. Go ahead, Milt.
Man, you act like you did some announcing before. That was pretty good, man. Wow, it looks like we got all these guys in the booth here. What a great show. Thank you very much for inviting us. And so we're going to start with P3 here, Gerard Lawrence in the 27. Man, great race. You dominated most of the race there. What happened at the end there? Did you have a bobble or did you have some tire stuff? How did Justin Bird catch you?
No, like I said to Justin after the race finished up, I mean, he just had a really good car on the long run. You know, we were able to get out early with side by side battling behind us, but you know, once it got single file there in that long run, I saw him. I knew he was catching me, and I'm sure you guys saw it once he got to my inside. I pretty much let him go. Just so I didn't get freight trained on the inside, and I was hoping his car would fall off, and then unfortunately the cautions ensued.
So you guys run, you know, you get a pretty good setup to start, and then you get to tweak on it. And we were talking to Will Farmer before the race, how he was kind of backing his setup off a little bit. Did you make any last minute changes after practice and qualifying?
Um, I was experimenting the whole time in practice, and then I kind of went back to a really good baseline for the qualifying and feature. Um, all of my stuff is based off of, you know, things that I've gotten either from Rex, you know, like the setup he provides for the pinned, or it's stuff that I've gotten from him in the past. Um, so I mean, he does a really great job with the setups, and you know, very thankful for him.
Yeah, awesome. And you know, you guys did not disappoint. Definitely for sure. Jim, you got a question there?
Yeah, Gerard, we saw that the first half of that run, the car's pretty dominant. When you're going into the corner, are you doing a little trail break, or what are you guys doing typically here at Richmond, say in turn 3 and 4, for example?
You know, honestly, I was I was in a Discord the entire time with the second place finisher, Matt Pelletier, and he was asking me what I was doing, and um, honestly, I couldn't even tell you. Like, it was just, I was going off of the sound of the car, and you know what felt right. Like, I really wasn't using braking points or anything, and you know, just running normally. Definitely not trail braking. I'm not very good at it, so I don't typically do that. But yeah,
Well, thank you. Great race. Appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, we have P2 there. Mel Peltier, Peltier, spit it out there, Matt Gropey Peltier says in here. So you gropey or you hammering there? I like your Metallica icon there. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, I'm grumpy because I'm sick this week, so we'll stick with that nickname.
Oh, right on, right on.
Race was good. I was regretting not pitting at one point towards the end when everyone pit, but evidently the cautions came out and it kind of helped me stay up front a little bit, but good win to Justin there. Honestly, I'm not the greatest here. I'm okay in turn 1 and 2, but I am terrible in 3 and 4, but I'll take a second place for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got track position, you kept it. You did good on you know, making sure you didn't make any mistakes, and that seemed to be that was kind of like we were talking to Will there before the race. Seemed like that's the way it was gonna go down because everybody is so skilled here in this league and fast. So a lot of great drivers as we've seen tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a really good amount of skill here. It's a great league that was recently started up. You know, it's awesome to see the amount of guys that are involved, but um, they're almost the perfect amount of aggressive at times, especially at this point in the season. I mean, it's good to see it, but um, I look forward to the rest of it for sure.
Yeah, Matt, do you have anything you want to bring up as far as other leagues? Palms late model?
Yeah, so I run a late model league that runs on Wednesday nights. We start our season on the 21st, so just a little under 2 weeks from now. It is a fixed setup league. We run 12 races throughout the season. It is $10 to get in for the entire season, and it's gonna be our 7th season this season. It'll be hopefully a pretty good one. We got about the same amount of guys signed up as we have in this series here, so not too many, but definitely not too little. It's a good time.
Excellent. Great luck with it. That's the Palms, guys. Check it out or find these guys on iRacing. All right. Thank you very much. Great job, Matt.
Thank you. Yep.
Well, and there's that guy. The Bird Nation was in the house tonight, and it's Justin Bird with the win. Justin starting, from P17. Thought maybe you just didn't have the mustard for this hot dog, but man, when you came a trucking at the end there, I mean, you beat the guy that was dominating the whole race. Tell us about your race, bro.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you guys for coming in here and broadcasting for Penn. Yeah, very poor qualifying effort. I really didn't know what to expect. I was playing around with a lot of things at the very end of practice, honestly, kind of struggling through practice. So, last minute in warm up, I literally threw the kitchen sink at it. And I mean, I changed a lot of things and not gonna give all my secrets away, but I come in here really not knowing what was gonna happen. It was either gonna be big or bust. So, a little nervous about starting back there. Survived that first big wreck, and was just trying to take care of my tires as much as I can, and just hold a good line, not scrub the tires. And I just started to drive through the field, and somehow got up there and was able to hold up. The longer the run went, the car just come to life, and just holding on.
Well, everybody ran so good, and nobody was really making mistakes, but you seemed to later in the run, like uh, Gerard was saying, your car kind of took off, and you were able to make those passes, dive down low, and keep your momentum, and able to do the slide job, take a drink there. Uh, So, I mean, you had the car that was able to pass, where we see a lot of good cars there, but the it was kind of status quo. They got in line, and it was really hard for guys to work another driver because everybody was so fast and working the outside, inside. But you definitely had a car that could pass.
Appreciate it, guys. I want to dedicate this win to y'all. Again, thank y'all for coming over here. Y'all always do a great job in the booth and have a lot of people that love to watch y'all's broadcast. Thank y'all for everything. And thank you to Steve and Jason for putting me in his car to race the next cow. Looking forward to season starting on Tuesday. Just do a lot of racing, staying at it.
Appreciate. Yeah. So my next question is going to be real quick, Justin. As soon as you hit the caution, I know you drive up high and grab all that clag off the track, and then you run around the apron there. Is that a temperature thing, or what are you up to there?
Well, honestly, I seen Gerard start doing that a while back in late model racing, and I started trying it, and I don't know if it helps or hurts, but I collect stuff on my tires and ride around a lap or two with it and pick up all the marbles and then scrub them off. I don't know. It's just something I do when I don't have left side tires or my tires are old, and it just seems to help a little bit, maybe.
Well, we
Yeah,
put it
I
on
bet.
the broadcast, so the cat's out of the bag. You see everybody trying it next
There
week.
it is. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's all right.
used to swerve back in NASCAR 2003 when we knew that meant nothing, and I still don't know if it means that much as far as warming your tires up. But sometimes it's just a mental thing, gets you in that groove of a process because the your restarts were incredible, and nobody could get a jump on you. I mean, every restart was flawless.
maybe I like doing. I like the noise, the sound it makes, and everything flying around. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Clickety click 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 click. Cool.
Right.
Congratulations, great job, Dustin. Can Steve Rex, are you available to give us a little preview of this season and what to expect here at the Pinned Street Stock Series, please?
Yeah, absolutely. We got so that was our first race, kind of like the season opener. We ran a season one, but it really wasn't the inaugural. We started out with 5 or 6 guys and kind of went from there. But upcoming in Pinned, which runs Thursday nights, open setup. There's 22 races total, so this is our first one. So 21 more to go. There are 3 drops. So even if anybody had a bad night like myself, I can kind of throw that one away and get a fresh start, sort of. And then we run unpinned on Mondays, first Monday of every month. That is a fixed setup, and man, I had a great run over there Monday. Had a good crowd, 26 drivers, and finished third. But here I was involved in the first caution, and it was a tough one to swallow because I was looking so much forward to the race.
Well, great job setting it up and everything, Steve. Yeah, and racing's definitely humbling. In a moment's notice, it could definitely go sideways. The
That's
place looks
racing.
great. I'm looking at your Facebook page there, so look them up. Pin Street Stocks on Facebook or on iRacing. Search the leagues, guys. Find them. They're growing fast. Really appreciate them having us here. Milt, anything to say to close us out?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we are available from time to time. So obviously, we'd like to do it again for some kind of schedule or whatever. But thanks again for inviting us and putting on a show like this. It's a privilege.
Yeah, I appreciate. Yep, I still have to do the random draw. So there's a random draw for $15, and I can do that. I can do that now on here if you want. I can tell you
Yeah,
the
let's
winning
do
number.
it. Let's get a little drum roll.
Who getting the money?
Yeah,
Show
who's
me the
getting the
money.
money? Yeah, but man, I appreciate you guys coming out, man. I can't wait to go back and I played race control there, and I didn't get to listen to the broadcast, but man, I'd love to have you guys back. Um, and I'll connect with you guys later and see what you guys have available to come and join us. So let me get this up here. We
Yeah,
got
I like to see
29 guys.
who's going to get my hard-earned money.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. You're throwing it out there though. Dudes like trophies. Dudes like money.
Cash is king.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just putting it up, and I want to go. I can kind of. Yeah, go ahead while I set this up. I had to change the entry, so.
Will Farmer, tell us about your race, buddy.
Hey guys, it was a pretty good race. Similar to Justin Bird there. I was running in practice and I just could not really find the footing. It was just, but the setup that Steve gives us to play with is a very good base, and it really came in on the long run. And I did make some adjustments early on in practice. And during the race was pretty good. Got involved in a wreck early on, maybe the first or second caution, got hit on the side, and that was about 45 seconds of damage. And then other than that, just racing back and forth, lots of 3-wide action, just trying to keep my track position. Had a few great pit stops the whole night, and I was able to gain a few spots there. Had a little trouble on the restarts, but overall I'm pretty happy with a 7th place finish.
Solid, Will. Thank you for being our in-race reporter there. Really appreciate the insight as we were coming in blind. Thank you very much. We'd love to do this again and utilize your services, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely, it was a blast.
Yep, I did the lucky draw. It was position
Lawrence,
number. Let's see, who is it? 21. Yeah, Lawrence Smiley, the number 23 car, finished 21st, and he's going to get a $15 bonus. Man, that's a good way to
Boy,
go. You didn't have a good night, things fell apart.
Exactly.
Man.
That'll
that's
get you a car.
fantastic, Steve.
That'll get you a car or a track and a couple beers. I think maybe. Yep.
Yeah,
With that
absolutely.
pit crew that did all the work to keep him running out there as he got it fixed. And we watched Lawrence there running around. So he stuck with it and it paid off. So don't give up. Good job, Lawrence. Thank you, Steve. That's a really cool feature. Appreciate that.
Yep, Thank
All
you,
right, guys. I think we can go ahead and wrap it up here at the Pinned Racing League. Check them out at the Pinned Street Stocks on Facebook and on iRacing. Thank you to Steve Rex, Sam Young, Milt Minner, Will Farmer, and all the drivers here. I'm Jimmy Ray, your host. We are out. We'll see you next time.